Beautiful Angels Weather, the only place for magical weather.
We're going to be focusing on all of the level 3 evacuations, and the first one that I want to start with is still for the Old Trails fire, which is the largest level 3 evacuation area that we have. So it is still including areas just north of Airway Heights. It is as far west as Lyons Road here, as far south as West Trails Road, as well as just east here is North Assembly. So again, level 3 evacuations indicating that danger is still imminent or current and to evacuate immediately. We still have all of this area as well under that level 3 evacuation for the Old Trails fire. It does go along the Spokane River here as far east as North 9 Mile Road. You can see it kind of curving there, and it does include further north here as we take a look at my referencing some of my notes here. Further north up along toward Hastings, you can see there it includes the lower Little Spokane natural area, and it is far east as North Division. So that's focusing on the level 3 evacuations for the Old Trail fires. We do have level 2 evacuations still as far north as East Magnesium for this fire, as far west as North Nevada, and then as far south as West Francis, and as far east as North Division. So that's the information on the Old Trails fire. We do still have level 3 evacuations in place, now expanded even this morning for the Autumn fire. So this is the next one that I want to focus in on here, because it is including here as far north as this North Monroe Road. So we have seen this actually upgraded still this morning. Again, when we see these level 3 evacuations, it is important that you heed them and you go now. It even goes along the Spokane River a little bit further east here of that level of 3 evacuation level for the Autumn fire, and it goes as far east as North Dover Road. So that's kind of the latest information that we have, and we have even seen part of this region downgraded to a level 1. But with these levels here that the emergency management puts out, this is to make sure that you are prepared to potentially evacuate because of the risk of the fire danger in your area. So level 1 evacuations for this entire area. It is primarily impacting a lot of the 9 Miles neighborhood going along the Spokane River as far as that northerly border goes, and as far south as Pruitt and Foremound. Now, I do also want to show you some of the level 3 evacuations that we have in place for the Fairview fire that is burning in the Meade area. So as we continue to take a look here a little bit further east, all of these areas shaded in red are under that level 3 evacuation for the Fairview fire. So for that one, it is as far west as North Market Street. It is as far south here as Pleasant Prairie. It is far east as North Forker, and it becomes North Peck a little bit further north up here. And then that northerly border is going to be the East Mount Spokane Park Drive. A reminder for you that your evacuation shelter is the Spokane Convention Center, and if you have any livestock, you can take it to the Spokane County Fairgrounds. I do want to take us back a little bit further up north here, where we do have this morning some level 2 and level 1s associated with the Autumn fire. So level 1 evacuations for these areas that are shaded in green. It is as far west as Austin Road, and then we have the marker of 395 as that eastern border here of those level 1 evacuations. This goes as far north as Wild Rose Road, and this is impacting even the Wild Rose Prairie area if you live there. I know that it does get a little bit more rural the further north that we look, but we do have some of those new evacuation notices this morning for you. Level 1, that is to be prepared to leave here. It is on the lower tier, but they can quickly be upgraded downgraded to level 2s when it comes to that escalating fire danger. Level 2 remain in place here for these areas that are shaded in yellow. Again, just north of, let's see here, for that exact street here, Pine Bluff. So be aware of that, folks. And again, if you are under a level 2 evacuation, but maybe you need more time, maybe you have livestock or pets, it is advised here to leave sooner rather than later, as this situation is going to be volatile. We'll continue to keep a close eye on these evacuations, though, and we also have them posted online.
See, this is Catherine Street near Francis and Northwest Terrace below the Nom Nom, and a lot of people wanted to know what this area looked like. You can see the devastation there. Homes burned down to the ground, really devastating. And gosh, this is just another vantage point of all these videos and pictures we're getting in showing what neighborhoods look like as the sun rises this morning. Still a dark, thick plume of smoke over this area, and you could see some of those homes still smoldering. Across the state, and new ones sparked up yesterday. And we're continuing to track the Maud-Wright fire burning on the Colville Reservation near Inchelium. That fire has burned nearly 50,000 acres and is 19% contained this morning. Level 2 and 3 evacuation orders are still in effect for most of the area, and the Gifford Ferry area is is closed. So use the Inchelium Highway or Highway 25 to Kettle Falls to evacuate. Also on the Colville Reservation near Nespelem, the Kaiser Canyon fire is the largest fire currently burning in Washington state. It's burned about 134,000 acres and is 38% contained. Level 3 go now orders are now in place for the Central Peak, Moses Mountain, and South Namnamkin areas. Meantime, the Bradeen Hill fire in Stevens County also has level 3 go now evacuations in place for the Gifford area. Addie Gifford Road remains closed. There is a Red Cross shelter open at Jenkins High School. Large animals can be taken to the Arden Rodeo grounds, but must be cared for by their owner. The fire has burned 4,300 acres and is 7% contained. In Okanagan County, level 3 go now evacuations have been expanded for the Sinla-Hekin fire. It's burned more than 36,000 acres now, and it is 0% contained. We also want to get you an update here on the Espanola fire. This one is burning in Airway Heights near Fairchild Air Force Base, actually in Medical Lake. Excuse me. You're looking at those evacuation maps right now. All evacuations have been downgraded to level 2. Be ready this morning. Forward progression on this fire has been stopped, and it's reported about 7 acres.
Home still standing. Can I return home? Let's go back to Noah Bolter. He's been everywhere this morning, trying to get eyes and ears, talking to neighbors, going to different neighborhoods. Right now, you're at Tiffany and Westgate. Kind of paint the picture. Where exactly is this in relation to the Indian Trail neighborhood, and what are you seeing?
So, Sam Kalai, we are in the Indian Trail neighborhood. We're actually just a block or so away from some of the destroyed homes that we showed you earlier. But you're going to get an entirely new perspective here. Again, just seeing just how many different homes have been destroyed right in front of us. It looks like that was a boat that was parked in front of this home. And again, it's the same story that we've been seeing throughout the neighborhood with the fire, the natural gas lines, and the water still spraying. Now, I've also seen as, again, more and more people are waking up and coming home to their destroyed homes this morning. Some families are even using bricks. They are gathering bricks and essentially rocks from across their property and using them to try and step through the wreckage that likely still hot. They're trying to find things that they can stand on to crawl through the wreckage and recover whatever they can. I haven't seen much as far as recovery, but families are still trying. Again, these are their livelihoods. They have everything that they own are here. I just got done speaking with a family who they have multiple families who live in this neighborhood, 3 to be exact. All 3 of them lost their home. utter devastation, Sam and Kalai. That's what we're seeing. So again, it's a different perspective on the Indian Trail neighborhood, a block or so away, same devastation.
Well, and that's the case with 600 structures burned, several of them primary residences that you're showing to us this morning, Noah. How are these people getting back in? Because we know there are so many roadblocks and so many people who were evacuated yesterday trying to get back into wherever they live to find out if their house is still standing.
Yeah, again, Kalai, we've been driving around the area quite a bit. Again, those major roadways, again, Indian Trail Road and Francis, it's blocked off right now. But you look at some of those side roads, and side roads, again, they are wide open. And again, speaking with some of the people who are here looking at what you're looking at right now, and many of them are telling me that's how they're getting here this morning.
Okay, Noah Bolter, but still under a level 3 evacuations, you understand the desperation of people who want to know if their home is still standing, and sadly they're returning to rubble, destruction, absolute devastation. But a reminder that local authorities would tell you that because it is still under level 3, they still don't want people in there. But the reality for so many is that they're desperate to see what happened yesterday afternoon and last night.
And we'll continue to paint that picture for you this morning.